Hello, everybody. Today, I want to talk to you about a hot topic which is still very hot in America, and that was the unfortunate passing away of this young man, Trayvon Martin, and of course, the other party, George Zimmerman. We'll talk about his numbers as well. Now, the point of doing this video here is to highlight the influence of two sets of numbers. The first one is the alignment of number 4, number 8, and number 9. So 4, 8, and 9, whenever they align in any form, are always disastrous. And the second set of numbers is the number 5 and the number 9. They're very challenging, and they always create lots of problems in everybody's life. So typically 5s and 9s also don't work. So these two sets of numbers I'm going to connect with this recent happening. Now let's look at the date of birth of this young man, Trayvon Martin. So he was born on February the 5th, 1995. And if you see his date of birth, he was a number 5, which is ruled by Mercury. And February the 5th, being in Aquarius, he had the influence of number 4, which is Uranus, and number 8, which is Saturn. And also, if you add his date of birth across, it comes to a Uranus again, which is a number 4. So this young man, Trayvon Martin, had a lot of number 4 and number 8 energy on his date of birth. And then what happened was, soon after he turned 17, which was last year in 2012, he turned 17 on his birthday, which was February the 5th last year, and then he entered his 18th year. So 18th year for a number 5, with the 4 and the 8 that rule him, and also what his life path kind of aligned together, and then and the day he crossed over was a 26, by the way. So all those 4s and 8s lined together, and something very unfortunate happened, which should not have happened. So now, going back to this other gentleman here, Mr. George Zimmerman. So as you all know, that George Zimmerman has been acquitted for the charges that were leveled against him. And if you look at his numerology, George Zimmerman has a lot of Jupiter energy on his name, which is a number 3. And then his date of birth, October the 5th, 1983. Now, October the 5th, 1983, again a 5. It's interesting, both had 5 date of births. October the 5th, 1983 has also the influence of number 8, being a Libra, and a Libra has the influence of number 8, which is Saturn energy. But if you add George Zimmerman's date of birth across, it is a number 9. It carries that fire, that aggression, that Mars energy in his life path. So what was happening last year was this, that he was in his 30th year, up until his trial year, and 33, and that 3 on his name. Typically 3 Jupiter always helps you in legal matters, but the problem is this, that as Mr. George Zimmerman turns 30 now on his date of birth, he'll be turning 30 now in October the 5th, and then he enters his 31st year. So now that is my point, again, that 4, 8, 9 effect that I talked earlier. So now what happens is he turns 30, he enters his 31st, his 4 year, and then he has the influence of number 8 on his date of birth, being a Libra, and then he has number 9 across his life path, pretty similar to what Trayvon Martin had the day he crossed over. So my point is this, as Mr. George Zimmerman moves ahead in his life, he needs to be very cautious after his date of birth, after his date of birth, which is this year, up until the end of next year. Otherwise, the 4, 8, and 9 effect could be just as devastating as it was for this young boy, Trayvon Martin. So that is my point, and thank you for watching. Until we meet again.